Hey, Baba here, and in this presentation, we're going to talk about Facebook retargeting, 5 simple steps to convert more leads. What retargeting is when you see those ads on Facebook in your news feed or on the side that show for products you've visited their websites before, like shoes or clothes or technology products. Those are generally retargeting ads, and retargeting is a way to get people to actually convert who didn't buy before. And it's very powerful. Let me go ahead and show you an example. These are Allen Edmonds shoes. They're very beautiful and they cost an arm and a leg. Each shoe is $385 to $450 or more depending on the shoe you buy. And after I visited their website, they kept following me everywhere. Why were they following me everywhere? Well, look, Allen Edmonds right there. It kept showing me the shoes because I visited those specific shoes. And then I looked at the belts and I saw more belts. And it just kept showing me these ads. It kept repeating the exposure to me hundreds and hundreds of times. And it might have only costed them like $1 to show me all these ads. But what happened is I bought 2 pairs of shoes and they were $385 each. I get so many compliments on these because they're beautiful shoes. They just are. When you see me wearing these, you can't help but look at my shoes. So what actually makes people buy? Well, it can take 3 to 7 or more exposures to your product before someone buys. I saw Allen Edmonds hundreds of times probably in like a span of 3 weeks because they kept showing me these ads over and over and over and over and over. And I wasn't super aware of them, but every time I saw it, it sometimes made me click over to it, made me look at reviews for it. So what happens is repetition and repeat exposure just influences the decisions. If you're around people who drink a lot of alcohol, you're more likely to drink alcohol because you're going to get in that situation where it's repeat exposure and it's just repetition over and over. Everybody's drinking. Everybody's drinking. So you don't want to surround yourself with people who drink if you don't want to drink. The same thing happens with smoking. And the same thing happens in advertising, which is why people pay so much money for billboards and television and other things. Though those two mediums are actually very difficult to measure. But if you do it right, you can do it very well because you repeat exposure over and over. If you ever watch an infomercial, they expose you to the pitch like 7 to 8 times over and over and over, and they keep making the deal better and better, and they just keep showing you over and over. Repetition is huge. And perceptions can also be shaped by repetition and based upon people seeing you over and over. My friend actually bought a mattress it's from a startup called Casper, and they're not a super big company that has like hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue like other mattress companies, but they kept repeat exposuring him to these mattresses. And after about 2 months of repeat exposure, because he kept looking at the reviews, looking at it over and over, going to the website, he bought this mattress for $800 off of their website. It might have actually been more than that, and it probably is, but they kept doing really great advertising to get him to actually buy. And what they did it through was retargeting magic. You can do retargeting magic for your business as well. So what you do is you follow people around Facebook. And when you follow people around, you show your image and your ads over and over. They get exposed to it. They really, really want to buy your product because you keep following them around. And it sounds weird that happens, and it sounds like you're a stalker, but you're not. You're just showing people relevant ads based upon the pages they visited to get them to come over to the website. And you've actually seen these ads before. Depending if you're a man or a woman, if you are on a Facebook account that's set as female, you're going to see so much clothes ads. And if you click on any of those ads, you're going to see so much clothes on every page that you visit, in your news feed, in the sidebar. You're just going to see clothes everywhere because of that. And then if you're a guy and you click on for motorcycles or shoes or something that's related to what guys are interested in, you'll see so many ads of those because you have smart marketers who actually turn those on. And you're going to become a smart marketer today. Not saying that you're not, but you're going to become even smarter today when you turn on the retargeting magic if you haven't already. All you basically do is place something called a tracking pixel on your website, and then you set up the ads on Facebook to display to very specific people in those situations. So you can turn on targeting for people who saw specific blog posts to see more blog posts, and people who didn't see your checkout page to actually see your checkout page. And send them a coupon in the ad as well by giving them like the coupon in the image or in the copy of the text. And that's how you get people to do it. And it's a very simple process. I'm going to show you step by step in the next 5 steps how to do it. We're going to pop into my Facebook account and I'll show you step by step how we do everything. So we're going to set up retargeting on Facebook. So the first step is to set up your Facebook retargeting pixel. This is the most important. What you need to do is collect visitors to whatever pages you want to collect. So what you first need to do, if you don't have a Facebook ads account already, you're going to have to create a Facebook ads manager account. It's very simple. I'm going to show you how to do that. All you have to do is click on create an ad, which You might not be able to see in my video, but it's really simple when you see it inside of Facebook. I'm going to give you a URL as well, and it will take you straight to that page and just create an ad. And then after that, you're going to create a retargeting pixel. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Here we are in Facebook. So the first thing you need to do is actually create your ad manager's account. And when you go to facebook.com/ad manager, it will take you to a page that doesn't actually look like this, but it'll be like there's a bunch of text here, then there's a button that says create an ad. You just click create an ad, and then that's it. You actually go back to the ads manager, so facebook.com/ads manager, and it takes you back to this page that you see right here. So it's pretty straightforward how to do that. And then what you're going to first do is go over to audiences here and actually create your retargeting pixel. And then it takes you to this page and it looks just like this. So what you're going to do first is create a custom audience, and you select website traffic. And based upon website traffic, you put anyone who visits your website. Now this is to target everybody. You can target by specific web pages, but you actually will want to just do anyone who visits your website at the moment. So this is website visitor. I'll just actually change that to all website visitors. So we know this is all website visitors. Now we can change it for specific pages like your checkout pages, but for now we're going to be anyone who visits the page, and then in the last 30 days, so we can target the right people who visit the website. There, done. Now you click OK, and then if it doesn't give you the code, you're going to have to go here and then look over here. So what you could do is send this code to your developer by clicking right here, or you could just copy and paste this and put it to a text edit document like I have right over here. So I'll just copy and paste that, put that over here, and put that there. And that's pretty much where you keep it. Keep it safe because you're going to need this in actually step 3. Step 2 is you're going to set up a Facebook conversion tracking pixel. So what you're going to do is create your conversion pixel, and that's it. You just need to create your conversion tracking pixel. It's a very easy step. It's like 3 clicks, and let's go ahead and show you how to do that. Now go back to your Facebook Ads Manager, and the next thing you're going to do is create a conversion tracking pixel. The purpose of the conversion tracking pixel, as I mentioned, is to track if your ad actually caused a conversion. If it didn't cause a conversion, it might not be worth having that specific ad, but you need to know if it actually causes someone to buy or sell. So you have to click create pixel here. If it doesn't look like that, it might be like on the page here, it says create pixel. And there's different types of registrations and other things. And the main thing we're going to focus on is checkouts. So checkouts, I'm going to call this placed an order. And you name it whatever you want, but name it something you understand what it means. So you place an order, and then you just copy and paste this and either send it to your developer or put it on your document that you have here saving all this stuff. So these are 2 different codes, so I'm going to separate them out. And it's good to have this as a handy reference because we're going to use this in the next step. Step 3, we're going to put tracking on your website. So we're going to put all the conversion tracking pixels and everything on your website. Now, if you depend on a developer to do this, then you just send the code to them and then give them this video. So what you're going to do for WordPress is you're going to install a plugin that allows you to put a script on all your pages and all individual pages as well. It's called add script to individual pages header footer plugin. The next step is to implement your tracking pixel into your website. Very easy to do after you install this. I'll show you how to do that live as well. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to implement your conversion tracking pixel onto your thank you page. It's really easy to do this as well. And what a thank you page is the page someone goes to after they purchase. So when they purchase some shoes from you, you take them to a thank you page saying, thank you for buying from us. And you put this pixel on that page, and every time someone hits that page through your Facebook ad, you'll be able to know how much you're spending to convert a customer. And then the last step, which is optional, is if you don't have a WordPress site or a CMS, a content management system, you can insert it into HTML, which I'm going to show you how to do as well. It's really straightforward, and I'm going to just go ahead and step by step show you that process as well. Let's go ahead and do that. The next step is to actually install the code on your website so you're actually tracking the pages and tracking conversions. It's a very simple step, and we're going to show you using WordPress because WordPress runs a lot of the internet, and if you have a WordPress site, it's really easy to do. If you don't have a WordPress site, as long as you're allowed to edit the header, you can put this code in there on any page and allow you to track what people are doing on your website so you can show them retargeting ads. So the first thing you're going to do is go over here to plugins, and then you're going to click on add new. And then from there, you're going to type in add. That's pretty much all you really need there. It's going to show up right here as number 1, and you're going to click install. And after that install, just click activate plugin, and it's activated. The next step you're going to do is actually go to your settings and then go to header footer settings. And you see these two different ones. This is for Google Analytics and Google Remarketing. Well, ignore that it says Google Analytics or Google Remarketing. It's just going to put in your headers. What you're going to do is grab your text edit of your, so this is the code right here for the pixel. So it says right here, pixel. And this is for all your pages or whatever pages you want to track. And this one right here is Facebook conversion for place an order. This is going to go on your thank you page. So we just need this top one right here to be pasted into here. And that's pretty much it. You scroll down, click Save Changes. Your settings are saved. Now what you're going to have to do is go over to your thank you page. Let's find a thank you page right here. So we're going to click on Edit, this thank you page. And then we're going to scroll down and then edit the script here. So for here, we're going to put the conversion tracking code for place an order. So anytime someone hits this thank you page, they are going to be converting into a customer. And that's going to tell us in Facebook if that Facebook ad that they clicked on actually caused a conversion. You'll know how well you're performing in this. So I'm going to go and click Update. And that's pretty much the whole process of getting that onto your website. And the next step, we're going to show you how to make a Facebook ad and actually make it go live. The next step is actually going to be creating a Facebook ad. And creating a Facebook ad is very easy. You see this ad I have right here. It took me literally like 2 minutes to actually put it together. Now the design, that took me about 3 minutes. I'm actually going to show you how to make a design as well for free without having to depend on anybody to make a design like that. First step in creating a Facebook ad is actually creating your Facebook image, which I'm going to jump through a product called Canva that I highly recommend you pick up, and it's free. Literally free. You can pay for images in there, but you don't really need them. It's free. It's really great. And the next step I'm going to show you is how to create your ad in the Ads Manager. It's pretty easy to create an ad. This is the step in step 1 that you didn't do where you actually created the ad because you didn't have an ad yet to create. I just wanted you to create the pixel because that's the most important step in this whole process. And the next step is actually to select your ad targeting, what's your demographics, who you're going to target, how to target those people that visited your website on very specific pages, and just many other things. And then we're going to talk about setting your budget and how to set it in the beginning so that you can get the most results out of your campaign. And then we're just going to create your ad, write the copy, put the headline, put the image, put whatever you want in there. Let's go ahead and create your Facebook ad. So your first step is actually going to be to create a Facebook image, and it's really simple. You don't need to hire anybody to do it. You can create a great Facebook image that looks just like this that we're actually going to be using another example that's going to be similar to this in Canva. So let's go ahead and pop over to Canva and create a Facebook image. So what you could do is if it's not up here, you just go ahead and click on More. And then you scroll down and you click on Facebook ads. Now there's other types of ads as well that you can use to create banners, but let's just go ahead and click Facebook ads and create an image. So what you do is you select your different layouts, and some of them have free and some of them cost money. So we're going to go with the free one, and then let's go ahead and change this text. So this text is actually a little bit too hard to read, so I'm going to go ahead and change this to monostrat. All right, and then I'm going to move this up just a little bit so that I can move this down. So let's name it 5 tips to grow your garden. I'm going to make this text a little bit smaller so that we can actually fit that. And then we actually don't even need this. We're just going to just delete that and move this to the center, make sure it's right in the center. So 5 tips to grow your garden. This is good enough for a Facebook image. I'm going to go ahead and just download it here. I'm going to save as an image. And it's going to go ahead and download. So now it's downloaded to the desktop. And I'm going to go ahead and close Canva because we have our image. So let's go ahead and pop over to Facebook and create an ad. So what we're going to do is create an ad, and we're going to click on send people to your website. And this is where that URL was right here, Bobby Hong, 5 tips to grow in your garden. And then you use your custom audience here. So we have all website visitors. Click on that. So now we know specific visitors on the website. And the next thing we're going to do is make sure that the locations we want. So if everybody we're targeting for our product is local, we might put our zip code to be the specific area we're targeting, a mile radius. So I'm going to target everybody in the United States. And then ages 18 through 65, I'm actually going to raise that a little bit because people under probably 36 don't do much gardening and don't want to buy gardening tools until we become more of a society that does that. And then this might sound sexist, but I'm going to put women because my target audience for these gardening tips are actually women, not men who visit my website. And then language I'm going to set is English. Click all, and that's it. And that's all you really need to do for this. If you go for behavior and interest, it might narrow it too much. You just want to target the demographic that fits this. And then scroll down. How much do you want to spend? I would set the budget at $5 per day or less, depending on your budget or a lifetime budget. If you wanted to spend $100, just put $100 here, and you can put a start and end time date. I generally do by per day, and then I just leave it at $5. And then if I want to set a specific time, I do, but I want to run it continuously until I actually want to change it up. And then I optimize for website clicks to website. And then in pricing, I actually changed this from impressions to per click. Now this is a bit high, and I'm going to just do 1.25, and it's going to recommend that I actually put it higher because, well, the more money you spend per click, the more clicks you get. If you get no clicks at 125, increase your bid until you do, because you're going to get a lot of exposures before someone clicks. And then ad scheduling, leave it at run ads all the time. And then that's pretty much it. And you name your ad set based upon the name of whatever article that you're sending people to. 5 tips to grow your garden. And then, so the ad set is going to be called this, so we know which specific article we're targeting in that ad set. The next thing you're going to do is actually put a single image in your ad. And instead of multiple images in one ad, just do a single image. It just makes it a lot easier because if you don't have enough assets, you just need to put one image. And I already grabbed the image here from my page, but so what we're going to do now is actually upload the image. It's on here on the desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. It's uploading that. It's going to show up right here. There we go. 5 tips to grow your garden. And that's pretty much the whole process for getting your image up. Next, you're going to select the Facebook page to actually put your ad for. So it's going to show right here your name and other things where you want to put it. And then that's what people are like. If they like the page, you'll like this page. So make sure you have a brand page. And if you don't, set one up and put it here for your brand if it's like gardening tips so that it matches this. Not just my face, but this is where I'm setting it up. So 5 tips to grow. So let's think of a headline that goes right here. And grow your garden fast. It's going to go ahead and update that. And then we're going to add some copy text that's going to go above here and says, did you know if you are missing this one key ingredient from your soil, your plants are... All right, so that's the purpose of this text is to get people to click through. So this is going to be in the article itself. Don't just put some random stuff here. And then for the call to action button, I'm going to select learn more. So the call to action button is very important to have because it's free to have. It's this little learn more button, and it doesn't cost you any money to put that there. And if it does hurt conversions, which it shouldn't, then you get rid of it. So learn step by step what it takes to make your garden grow faster and bigger. So you can add more text in this, but it's just basically the text that goes right here. So add text that's relevant to your article and your ad, and that's how you get one of these newsfeed articles that you see every time you log into Facebook. Now the cool part as well is down here, we're going to select a tracking pixel for placed in order. So we know every time this ad converted, it's going to tell us in Facebook in step 5 when I show you how to do the reporting. Now the next thing you're going to do is turn off mobile news feed so that your audience network also turns off. You don't want the mobile news feed or audience network because mobile, if your website's not designed to convert for mobile, it's not worth sending people to mobile. And if you wanted to set up mobile, you're better off setting a different campaign so you know the results between mobile versus desktop. It's just a way to separate out your ads so that you get more results out of it. And it's pretty much the whole process. After that, you click place order, and it takes you to this page saying it has been created. And then you can create a similar ad, which I'll show you in the next step what to do with that. Step 5 is actually evaluating your campaign. Now this can come later, but before you even get to letting your campaign run, you actually want to do this process. What you need to do is set up your reports. They're very easy to set up. It will allow you to see how your ad is actually doing. The next thing you're going to do is actually test different images. And this step can be done today, where you put a bunch of different images. You can create them in Canva or another tool from Buffer called Pablo, which is a great tool as well to create different images. And then the next thing you're going to test, which you can test next week, is testing different copy. Testing the copy, the headlines, the words are very important after the images. Once you find good images, you test different copy. Now remember this, that people will get banner blindness to different images, so you literally have to swap out your images every other week to make sure people click on your ads. If people stop clicking, Facebook says, hey, people are not interested in your ad, I'm going to charge you more money to get a click, so I'm going to charge you more money to actually show the ad and then charge you more money. So what you want to do is keep refreshing that over and over, putting different images. And it's very easy to vary it up. You could just move some text, put a different background image, and get a lot of images from like stock photography and other thing, and put it in there and get people to click over to it. Let's go ahead and show you how to do that. Before I show you how to set up different reports, it's about setting up your different images in your copy. So what you do is you create a similar ad. And you could have edited that other ad as well if you wanted to. You didn't have to. But what you do is you add more images here for these. So now I have two images that will show the same copy. And I'm not going, so you can see here when I scroll down and up that it shows two different ones. And that's how you split test 6 different images. It's very important to split test a lot of images because you can actually get better results out of this one versus this one. So who knows if this one's going to beat this one? The numbers will tell us based upon the conversions that we have. And that's pretty much the whole process of creating other ads. Now, if you want to test the copy, change the copy. But before you do the copy, make sure you get good images to test, and then you change the copy and test it with different images. So, and that's pretty much the whole process. You click place order, and it's going to place your order so that you can create a similar ad. And that's pretty much it. When you click continue, it's going to take you to this page to show you the different campaigns and ads you have. So I have these 2 ads running, which are actually identical to each other. And then there's this one up here that I created previously that has different images as well. So that's what you can do to create and test different images is you just click over here, and then you go over here and click similar ad, create similar ad. And when you do that, it allows you to just have a lot of different images for this. The purpose of testing is to actually figure out if you can get more conversions for less money by having a higher click-through rate and more people and picking the right article as well. So you can split test a lot of different ads with different destinations as well by clicking create similar ad. Remember to split test your things because it's very important, as I mentioned in the presentation. Now let's go ahead and set up your reports. Reports are very important because you're going to need them when your campaigns go live. You're going to click over here to reports. And then what you're going to do is set up your filters by going to customize columns right here. And set up your filters to look very similar to what I'm about to show you. So you might not care about certain things here. Like I don't really care about reach. I don't really care about cost per 1,000 impressions unless I'm doing impressions, but I'm not. It's cost per click right here. And actions, don't really care. People taking action. Page likes is probably good. The one that you really, really want is actually down here at, let's go ahead and look. It's going to be right here. Checkout conversion value. So this tells you how many people actually checked out and then cost per checkout. So you want to know how much people checked out for, the actual value of them. And then right here, the cost per checkout for how much it costs to get one person. So if it costs $30 to get a person to buy a $70 product, you're making a lot of money. If it costs you $150 for someone to buy a $30 product, you're not making money. It's not worth doing that retargeting for that specific item. And then you click apply. And then once you get more data for your columns here, when your ads are actually running, you can actually see your results. So it's very important to actually set this up and come check this probably in about 3 or 4 days to make sure you're performing well and you're not spending your budget wasting money on people not buying. And that's pretty much how you set up your reports and test your different ads and your different copy. The usable insights for Facebook retargeting is you want to use Facebook retargeting on your website to get more customers. That's the whole purpose of retargeting. That's what got me to buy the Allen Edmonds shoes. it's actually retargeting. It wasn't actually an ad to buy Alan Edmonds, which I did look up, by the way. And when I clicked through, I didn't want to buy right away. And if they stopped targeting me after that, they would have wasted $7 to $15 a click just to get me to the website. Now, retargeting can help you capture people for a lot cheaper than that because people don't always click over to your website. And once you get a good enough click-through rate, you go to impression and pay a lot less for impression. So people see it over and over and actually buy your product. So what you need to do is set up tracking pixel for all your pages that you actually want to show relevant ads for. If you want someone to see a very specific article and target them, you need to set up a tracking pixel for that. It gets a little bit more complicated for that, and there's other tools that help you make it easier, but this is the first step, is actually just doing it on Facebook, because understanding this process and putting it into play will help you a lot. And then the next thing you need to do is track conversions. This is probably the most important part of it, is to make sure you're actually making money. You don't want to be spending $150 to acquire a customer who pays you $50. Now, if they pay you $50 a month over a year for 12 months, then it's worth paying for it. But it's up to you and your business model. So you need to track your conversion and how much it costs to actually get a person to buy. Next, you need to test your ads, test your images and your copy. And you got to keep refreshing your images and copy, and your images specifically, because people get banner blindness. And you don't want to have people not click through, because Facebook's going to charge you more money to even show the ad. When you actually get a click through, they're going to charge you a lot more than if you had one that had a lot more conversions. So that's pretty much the whole process. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below this video. I appreciate you watching. Bobby sign out here. Have a good day.